Letter B, it's correct. نكمل.
interpret.
So interpret, correct. Denote delegate is to give task to someone, to assign, like assignment as homework. But here it does not. And the cause and effect can help you. Brilliant.
Yes. Abrupt
For
or
letters,
letter D.
why not to make it abrupt? Because abrupt, it's a common word, means sudden, unplanned, something happened. That's why it's a change. You know? And why not D? Because imminent, what means imminent? Something is going to happen. Imagine, something is going to occur, But here it's not about it's going to be, but it's really happened. Feel it? So abrupt is correct.
Again, mister, which one is correct?
Yeah, letter C. So abrupt, sudden, unplanned action. That means he said mind
Okay.
expect.
Concede.
So concede, yes. As you know, concede is to agree about something after refusing it. Something you said it was wrong, and after discovery, okay, I accept now. To accept something after refusing. Correct. But we have a trap. Letter C. Refute. Refute means to explain that something is false. But how? He said this find and persuade. So letter C is opposite. To refute, to prove that something is wrong. But here it's opposite. Perfect.
Letter D.
Letter D, it's correct. But what means lightened? Means dormant. Means does not move. It's still. It has no function. Inactive. Lazy. A lot of things. Remember, we have semicolon and rather. So your answer is here. Imagine, because rather opposite. Here he said active. Support. What is opposite? Does not act. So rather express this one. And remember something here. Given. Given it means when we give you fact, what you can conclude. So given at the beginning, like cause and effect relation. Because of that, they hypothesized. Very important. And using dash can help you to study what means scientific terms like that. Right?
letter A.
Letter A, no, my friend. You said consistent. Is the information after prove that? Or overshadowed by? The problem with means overshadow, most common word. Means to be, something just like not important because you put shadow on it. If you put shadow on something, you put dark shadow on something, that means you make it dark, you make it hidden, secret, not important. So state tags are what by other factors when considering an interstate move. Look, significant differences in state taxation have no effect. That means it's less important. So how consistent? Opposite, but it's important. The trap is letter D. He said irrelevant. But how it's irrelevant, but it's not important. Feel it? This can help you. So overshot means just less.
Yes.
It's important because it has no fact. Good job.
letter A.
No, my friend. That's why you must understand all these words. Oriented means to focus on something, to be attentive to. This opposite. So disoriented means confusing, perplexing, puzzling. Does it make sense? And to follow the rule. The adjective describes the noun. What is it? The claim about between is subject verb complement. So the claim about the relationship is what? You don't understand. Go. As because it's a cause and effect relation. It fails to account for several recent archaeological discoveries. So the claim is confusing? No. Or is unsure, uncertain, not, we are not sure about it. Or something, lacks strength, lacks strong evidence. This is for the word tenuous. Imagine it. That's why. But we have a trap. It means seen. So the test maker challenge your vocab. Here, nuanced means subtle, accurate. It's the opposite. Nuanced means accurate. How? It's opposite. He said fails. So how claim is opposite? So letter C is opposite. And of course, letter D, we're not talking about it's original or not. That's why. Letter B.
Yeah. Letter D.
Letter D is correct. Perfect. You remember penny? Latin root means good, goodness, benefactor, benefits. Diction means words, information. That's why benediction.
Mister, can you go down?
But using measure, okay.
Letter C.
Letter C, it can be, but why not D? Let me help. For the question of function, you must read very quickly, but try to stop on the underline. Why? Because you need to check the answers. Elaborates on an aspect of the maple tree that the women evaluate. What is the aspect and what is evaluate? The trees, like people, have their individual characters. Look, some were ready to yield up their lifeblood, while others were more reluctant. That means people evaluated, like people. Individual characters means distinguished characters, wonderful characters. So letter D, it is correct. This is called the aspect. You said it's letter C. You said how human behavior can be influenced, but we are not talking about how the behavior could be controlled by nature. Because don't you mention how nature controlled the human, the underlined only, right? So it's a question of function to read very quickly. That's why. Let's go. Hmm?
letter C.
Letter A. You said letter C. Their own findings. Text 2 said about 1. Help clarify how phytoplankton species are able to compete. How? So clarify how they compete? Or he said it's a misconception. What means a misconception? People don't understand. It's about guessing, misunderstanding. Let's see. Let's see. Look, ecologists, okay, have connected diversity to their microscopic science. All right. I'm just looking for the information about wisdom. Because these organisms are so tiny, they are spaced relatively apart from. Okay. What is found? This is in turn, look, makes it hard for them to move around and interact with one another. Therefore, look, related to competition, direct competition among phytoplankton probably happens much less. Here he mentioned species should emerge after out-competing the rest. They said that the organisms compete each other. Here he said competition, okay, but competition happens much less. This means it's the opposite. Okay? Remember something. Your answer is always in text 2. So any idea not mentioned in 2, delete it. This one not mentioned. We don't have any information to clarify how they are able to compete. But they compete, but how we didn't mention. So A, out of content, complete. Text 2. Imagine. So it's a letter A. So be careful about um the terms like misconception, flaw, misunderstanding this way. Let's try again. Help. Remember something, Khalid. In comprehension questions, sometimes we ask you for a specific point only. We need to know why. So while reading, take it sentence by sentence. Read the first one. You don't have anything about the question. Number two, he mentioned because. So look, Mars atmosphere is only 1% as dense. So because that, the air of Mars would not provide enough resistance. So what is the reason? The atmospheric conditions. So didn't mention about the blades of helicopter. So your answer must be here in this part. That's all. So if you found the reason, you jump quickly to the question. That's all. So it's a letter A. Found it?
Yes. Letter A.
Letter A is the best answer. Question of main ideas, read very quickly. While reading, summarize the main ideas. Help. Can you hear me?
Mister, can I see options C and D?
No. Come on. Yeah, is it
Letter A.
literally yes? That's why I don't show you C and D. Good trap, right? Oh no. Question to support. Now increasing, but wait.
Can I see the options, Mister?
So letter C. Letter C, no, my friend.
No, I said I did not say letter C.
Now C is wrong. The problem with the
It's
conclusion,
letter A.
no, letter D. Why? Because sometimes we give you a general conclusion, growing interest among CEOs in connecting with more departments in their companies, but he didn't make it specific where. So department leaders reporting directly to rows, so the number rows over the three period studies, all of them. Not talking about period one. Look, it's highest, and this is time only, and this time only, or all of them? All of them, because here's the conclusion general. Catch it? That's why. So this is a common trap, and you will find it in your test. The conclusion general will give you specific point on the graph, but we need in general, all of them. That's great. Remember something. Here we have a trap. Didn't fluctuate. There is no fluctuation. So don't say fluctuate or not. Catch it? It's a specific one. Come on. Number 15. Here to undermine Foster's hypothesis. Undermine just like to prove it's wrong, to prove it's weakened. Let's see how.
letter C.
Letter C is the opposite. Yes, correlates negatively. How? Hosts. So opposite, correct. So remember, sometimes they write here weekend. Combine this way. And now complete.
Letter D.
Letter D. No, my friend. طب let me help. Tend to remember those who primarily view people, researchers, critics tended to read works of Anselm in an overly autobiographical light, but we don't have any information about autobiographical light at all. But he mentioned for the several works, so letter D is not mentioned. Why didn't you check letter B, risk misrepresenting? That means Zelda already affected. Do you know it? Why? Because he said already indeed Zelda authored several works. That means she affected him. So taking risk of misrepresenting to the literature. That means she affected him. That's why. Imagine it. But people inaccurate conclusion about how viewed each other works is not mentioned about it. So we give you ideas not in the text at all. Lead them. And of course, overlook, like exaggerate the many other factors. I didn't mention other factors, it's only one factor to work effective. So be careful about singular and the plural in the text. Let's jump. They found that the finding suggests, so the finding suggests what? Any idea not mention the text at all, delete. Any idea out of the main focus of the finding, delete. Starts hatchment shows significant preference for the image. What does it refer to?
letter C. No, not C, no. I mean B.
Letter B, correct. Be careful about the traps. Do you have comparison? No. Did he mention that? No. So focus on it. That is great. So we did land. That's right. Now again, cause and effect.